Hello everyone. Ah, is it here? Let me just okay. So consider we have given four employee IDs and what we need to do with them. We need to do a search using constraint and validate if you want or buffer something that you need. So do whatever you want. Like use it for your challenge, use it for your verifications, buffers as a part of your automation if you're a Tosca guy. I mean, it means the guys who actually use Tosca. That's what I mean. So it begins. All these employee IDs, what we should do. We just open the URL and demonstrate. Here, we have these are IDs, a name, cell, and lot of cells in these columns. And category, items, completed, success rate, average time, average score, action, right? See, here we can create an embedded control as well under the cell called action. Is it a button or a link? It's supposed to be a link or a button. It would be either. So consider we have given four IDs and those four IDs are available on the same very screen, but in different pages, which are also happen to be in this very screen. Okay. So in this screen, how many pages do we have? Four pages. And also this another a small icon greater than, which actually going to help us a lot. Let's just see how it's going to help us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to limit the search for any of this ID. In this, I have limited my search for this ID, and I'm going to buffer this thing name into a buffer after constraining it to this. And what I'm going to do likewise. So I'm going to go till the last page, fourth, using loops, a single repetition. I have actually used three loops. If you can see my last execution, modified, 7, 12, 17, 12, okay. Duration is a lot, 334. Created this at and 12 2, first execution 1322, modified in just 1.5 hour. But it was 10 months ago. I still remembered it. It was- Now what happens like the great, we have movies like Rajkumar, Hirani, Rajmouli, Shankar, and lot other people movies. Actually, it's actually very hard to get inside people's mind. It's like a slow poison. Once it gets in their mind, it will be a blockbuster movie, right? For example, okay, Rajkumar and Shankar are actually don't know what's wrong with them, but SS Rajmouli. And let's go and see using repetitions, loops, if conditions inside it. We need to use all the four, you know, this IDs and buffer it names. I'm just gonna explain you how the scripts I have used and everything. Open URL. First, you have to open the URL. And in the folder, I have actually mentioned three repetitions. Actually, it's more than enough. I mean, it's actually not, I mean, more. We can use one repetition is enough. I can say that only. If you want to buffer individually, I mean, if you want to, without overriding the same buffer, you can actually use it by keeping this set buffer above this folder. And again, you need to use another folder that I can say. Okay, so for this, one repetition is enough since I'm just overriding it again and again. So the execution will be over in like 2 minutes. If I use this on this folder, 3 repetitions, it will take 9 minutes. Yes, that's why actually I have cross-verified it and gone through the log info, and I found that I don't need to repeat it thrice. Okay, so I have set the buffer one as a ID one. I have somewhere here the ID. Where can I see that? In File Explorer, no problem. This ID 23292, and first one is 23292 obstacles. So the 2320292 name is to-do list, and on the fourth page, 82018. Present is Tosca Olympics. It name. This name should be buffered into a buffer name called buffer. Here, if we can see in buffer viewer, we have employee ID 1234 name. Present is Tosca Olympics because the last execution was very successful. It was thrice actually. Now I'm going to execute this fourth time. Here it is. Buffer employee ID, tbox set buffer name 1 I have set. And in while loop condition, I have used buffer employee ID as 1. Why? Because I need to do the search in all the 4 pages, right? So that's why I have set as 4 less than or equal to 4. So I just need to do the search for 4 times. That's it. And in the loop, I have used if condition. And in the if condition, I have said I need to buffer it. So what is the double buffer? Like, so first of all, buffer of employee ID, what it will say? It's value 1, right? Buffer of employee ID is what here? Buffer of employee ID is 1, but buffer of this buffer employee ID is this ID value, right? And name, the name is going to be stored in buffer. Okay. Then tbox at buffer. In this buffer, if the condition is true, in if condition, the condition is true, it's going to set the value to 2. And what will happen by this thing? Buffer of employee ID, I will tell you later. Home page. So once the execution is good, then it's going to click on the obstacle list. It will just set the home page to the home page. And what do you have here? Buffer of employee ID. This is the only problem. Here buffer of employee ID will be 2. So what will happen now? 2 greater than or equal to 4. So if 2 greater than or equal to 4, if the condition is true, why the condition should be true? Like we have 4 pages, right? And we don't want to this thing on very single page again and again and again, right? So after 30 repetitions, the test case would get failed. And the value will be 2, and it will go to the, try to the search to the value, the condition in mention that I have mentioned here. So it will search for the second page. In second page, it will search. Why it will set actually search for the thing that in second page means. Here we have a table, right? Buffer of employee ID. Buffer of employee ID is the value 2 here. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, 19875. Okay. So likewise, the buffer will increase to next number and it would call the another ID and limit the search in all the four screens. Because here the screen thing is very important in this while loop. Yeah, see what I have given else. In else, I have taken this thing. See the small greater than icon symbol, which is actually here. And when it would be useful. Now it's not right here, right? If it is here, it would work. And it would definitely be there because I'm on fourth page. If it comes to the fourth page, my loop, if it comes on the fourth page, it would end up here on this TestCses Tosca Olympics. Until third page, we can see this little mini icon greater than until the fourth page. I mean, third page. And after the loop executed, it will close the tab. Let's just execute this. And this tab must be closed. And what's happening? And I was actually searching for the good pop songs in YouTube, and you know what came out? Ed Sheeran, a movie song came out of 100 best pop albums, and it's mostly watched pop album. That's it. Let's see what are the execution results. We should see the buffer first. Tosca recent is Tosca Olympics. Okay. And what about the scratch book? Okay, repetition one set to 4. And buffer with the name has been set to to-do list. Super. And buffer employee ID 2. And 2 is true. Cannot find row. Oh, using constraint. Okay. On first page, right? It would be very difficult to find. So in else, it has a reset the page and set value to tomorrow. Drop down table and for less than or equal to 4. It has search on 3 pages and then found here. Present is Tosca Olympics. 4 came out of the loop and executed it and came out of the loop. Close the browser. That's how you do it. Yeah. Thank you guys. And thank you very much, guys. Please subscribe the channel and do the share and comment if you have the time, and please like it. Have a nice time. Bye. See you soon.